This is my prologue for October 19th, 2013. We're back here in Sasquatch Canyon. We went up to Rough Hollow last night. We did a night investigation, and I'm sorry for a lot of you viewers that thought I was like braver than that or whatever, but a couple of somethings ran us out of there. They started vocalizing, and we lost our nerve about half a mile in there. We needed our gunslinger Brody, but he wasn't there, and I don't know, I lost my nerve and I went out. So anyway, what the game plan is today, and I want to show you where we're at. We're up on a place called Cedar Mountain. There's a canyon that runs this way, that way, and then if you guys see the canyon that runs in that way, goes that way, we go about 12 miles that way, and then we hit Sasquatch Canyon. And Sasquatch Canyon parallels this canyon, and then we go that way a little ways past our buddy's property that's a rancher, and anyway, we end up in Rough Hollow, and Rough Hollow actually comes back this way. I don't know if you guys realize, but the place called Sasquatch Highway, as the crow flies, it's only 5 miles from here. I know we drive 12 miles that way, but we hike so far in to get, you know, this direction to get to Sasquatch Highway that it's only 5 miles from where we're staying tonight.
We're about to go back in Rough Hollow, and we're starting at dusk so that when we get back in there, it will be dark, and we can't leave except to go back the way we came, so we can't run off like we did last night. It'll be about an hour-and-a-half hike out in the dark, so we won't be able to freak out and run off. Against my better judgment, this is what we're going to do today. A little freaked out, but I just wanted to show you how pretty it is here. So if this is the last thing I see, then that's okay. This is Kelly. Smile. Yes, he's happy.
Of course I'm happy. We're squatching. If I die while I'm squatching, I was happy in my death. So
yeah.
Even if it's a grizzly bear, I was happy.
Yeah.
So
I'm not afraid of Squatch. I'm afraid of that big dang bear that the rancher keeps telling us about.
But
I was totally fine until that happened.
If you're going where Squatch is, you're going to find the bear. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I hope
bears are where the Squatches are at.
Well, I hope he eats the Squatch. No, that's not true. Anyway, this is where we're going, and that is why.
We were here last night.
The canyon is from side to side.
Yeah. This is kind of the place that we got chased out last night, so we really want to see what's going on here. Yeah, last night we heard 3 creatures around us that were like yelping like a dog, and their paw stepped on. I'm not saying that's exactly what it was, but it's the best way to describe it. But it made us retreat. We went back out to the mouth of the canyon, but we're going in deeper. We're going back into Rough Hollow at dusk. It's the deer hunt, so we got our orange going on and all that, but there's no deer hunters here. Elk hunters come back here, but for some reason the deer hunters haven't messed with this spot, and that's weird because the deer hunters are thicker than maggots this year. But we're gonna go back till it gets uncomfortably dark, and then we're gonna come back and use our infrared camera technology and see what we see what we hear. But last night we were, the locals say that this canyon's haunted.
It's probably because they heard all that lovely screaming like we did last night.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they think it's haunted if you heard what we heard last night. And actually the stuff that we hear during the day, the wood knocks, the mouth pops, the whoops, the screeches, what we heard a baby crying on the 7th.
Yeah, that's creepy.
So, yeah. This is Rough Hollow, and we're going to go in further, and if we see anything of interest, we're going to document it and film it for you. We're really far back in Rough Hollow. We wanted to come back to the Sasquatch Highway by the time it hit dark. And then hike out. It's pretty unnerving. It's pretty dark right now. And we're getting close to where the majority of the footprints that we find back in Rough Hollow are at. So we're a few miles back in here, and you know, the darker it gets, the worse idea it feels like. You know, when we set out, it seemed like a great idea. Let's go back in there until it gets dark and then go back out. But it's unnerving. You know, we know there's a couple of grizzlies that live back here. There's black bears. We've seen several different size Bigfoot footprints. So as much as we want to see a Bigfoot, this really seems like a bad idea today. I'm going to readjust my camera. It seems like it's pointing up at the sky. That's a little bit better. It's more level. Okay. I'm gonna do 15-minute blocks and try and keep the camera going the whole time we're in here till we get back, in case we see a Bigfoot. Maybe we won't see a Bigfoot and our viewers will, and you guys can let us know if you see anything that we miss.
Yeah, it's too dark to see anything. You can't see footprints, you can't see nothing.
Yeah, we wanted to get back to the Bigfoot Highway, you know, when there was still enough light that we could see footprints, but that's the direction of the structure, and you know, it's probably dark enough that we're not going to see footprints at the Bigfoot Highway anyway. Do you want to keep going, or do you want to go back?
Let's just go. Let's make it.
Jenny wants to go. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to go to the Bigfoot Highway and back. I'm pretty nervous. We're where me, Brody, and Jenny find a lot of footprints right now off in that direction. That's the land of the giants over there. And they always come over to the Bigfoot Highway. And it's dark. And it's late. And I have to admit, I have to be honest, I'm nervous. As much as I want to see a Bigfoot, I'm nervous right now. It's about the time you want to be getting back to the car. It's not about the time that you want to be getting into the Bigfoot Highway. Whoa. How do you feel? Is your sixth sense alarm going off?
It started when we got out of the car, and you know that.
All right.
Look at where we're going and turn around.
Okay, that's where we're going. My sixth sense didn't start going off until about 60 seconds ago. It might be like the aura, excuse me, not aurora, the aura of the area. Sorry, I'm breathing hard. We're going up steep, and we're at 8,000 feet altitude. So that's another reason why I breathe so hard. Some of our viewers are like, can you breathe a little harder? I'm like, dude, sorry, I'm sucking wind. We're at 10,000 feet altitude and I'm trying to keep up with Brody. Come on, give me a break. Yeah, we were thinking about having a contest. We want to have like a streaming video camera that streams 24/7 up here somewhere. And, you know, whoever sees the first Bigfoot on there that we, you know, that we confirm, you know, they get an all-expense trip paid Bigfooting expedition. But, you know, here's the catch. They have to keep up with Brody. You know what I'm saying? They got to climb 3 or 4 mountains in one day. And Brody, when you take Brody out, Brody don't want to come back until every minute of daylight is used. And what really sucks about this new camera is Jenny and I are out past dark. So, you know what that's gonna do. Brody's not gonna let us go back until the batteries are dead, or the SD cards are used up, or whatever. It's kind of scary. Not with Brody. But here comes the Bigfoot Highway, you guys. This is where we wanted to get to tonight before we go back. Here's the famous Sasquatch Highway of Rough Hollow. I guess we can look around for footprints. I don't think we're going to find them. It's pretty dark.
I can't even see.
I know, neither can I. Here, we can spotlight a little bit. Do you got a flashlight? Turn your headlamp on. That's what I'm going to do, actually. It's dark enough. I'm going to turn my headlamp on. Okay, I got a headlamp on. And then I got my spotlight. Even with light, it seems impossible this time of day to find footprints. We should have got back here earlier. But everybody knows, anybody that follows us knows about the Sasquatch Highway, the Bigfoot Highway of Rough Hollow. We've found, you know, 30, 35 footprints here. Oh, there's one right there, Jenny. I'm gonna point down at it. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Turn it back on. That's a moose.
Okay. Well, I just seen a footprint.
And here's another moose.
We got moose up here today. Oh, yep.
And there's another one.
Right on, Jenny.
Right through here.
Jenny's one of the best trackers we got. She spotted it as a moose right away. Oh, yeah. I can see the split in the toes on that. Cool. We see a moose on the Bigfoot Highway today.
I smell poo.
Yeah, I do smell something rank. Hopefully we're not back here with the bull moose.
Yeah, that would really stink.
He'd be back here smelling the place up. But, you know, he's going to be chasing around the females, and there's not a herd up here, so the only thing I'm worried about running into is a grizzly. If I can find the 19-incher that we casted and see if it's still discernible, I'll film it for you guys. Will you help me find it, Jenny, if you can? I know we're close to it. Yeah. Oh, it's right here. I found it. Look at you guys. I'll put my foot right by it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's the 19-incher that we casted. There's the heel. There's the toes, heel.
That light is blinding
toes.
Me.
Sorry. But yeah, heel and toes. That's the 19-incher. There was a trackway, but it's all since dilapidated from rain and snow and whatever. But because we casted this one, we had to dig up some earth. You know, we got a 19-inch castaway right here. Okay. We have made it to the Bigfoot Highway. It's pretty dark. It's kind of hard to find new prints. We thought we found some new prints for a second there, and then Jenny burst my bubble and said, hey, that's a moose. And she was right, it's a moose. She's a lot better tracker than I am, I'll tell you that. So we're going to start heading out. Is it okay, Jenny? You ready to head out?
Yeah, I just want to get my head up.
Because we got like 5 or 6 miles to go.
Well, there's a really steep cliffs all the way down. I don't want to fall down too much.
No, you want your headlamp
Here, you hold my camera.
Heck yeah, I will. Okay, we're gonna start a new block. I'm gonna stop this camera and start a new one. Jenny's changing her gear, and you just dropped your mace. Right there, Jen. Will you grab your mace?
I can't see it.
It's right here by my monopod.
Oh, it's so dark.